what was seen is that this is all there is. Yeah, it's what looks out these eyes. It's the floor. It's the walls. It's the flowers. It's the animals. It's each person. Yeah, and that's kind of what science, quantum science, has discovered. Yeah, you take material matter, you dissect it to its smallest particle, and there's nothing left, right? That's this. Nothing, right? But yes, there's something there. There's life there. So this, it's its own game, its own life, its own doing. It's all its own deal. Awakening happens all the time. All the time. And there's nothing to get to. And it's nothing spiritual, and it's nothing extraordinary. It's right here, because this is always there. It's just overlaid by the thoughts, you see. Nothingness is always there. And nothingness holds them. It kind of tolerates them. It's like, oh, there you go again. I mean, these are my little visuals to give you a sense. But this is always there, you see. When this goes, I mean, obviously I'm still here, right? Nothing goes. And this goes, just the busyness, the worry, the anxiety, the fear, the I have to, I gotta do, I want, I need, all of that goes. And then there's peace. You know how they say stillness, presence, awareness, pure consciousness, peace? That's what it's like. Quiet. No more mind going busy all the time. So, it's always there. Each moment, a thought comes in, and you can kind of pull your whole awareness back out. Instead of running from this space, of nothingness, you pull yourself out, and you just look, oh, here's a thought, like an overlay. There it is again. How funny. It appears again. Oh, look at this fear. There it is again. Just look at it as things that come on top of this empty space. This empty space is what's looking out your eyes. This empty space, it's what's sitting on the chair. This empty space cooks and does the dishes and drives the car and watches TV and says hi to the other. It's this. There's nobody here. These bodies are like the walking, talking little body-mind computers that this uses to experience life. That's what these are. They're not my bodies. It's not your body. It's its body. And if this little bridge tractor says, I want to do this and I want to do that, you know how in my case, when I was closing the doors to my business, I went afterwards to find work, to start a little business, to get another means of income going. The eye structure was trying very hard to keep its nice little Margot Riddler box going and continue the nice little Margot Riddler life, the nice little house and the nice little car and the nice little safety net, This did everything it could to keep that little life going, but this didn't want it going, you see. It wanted it all taken to pieces. So who is this I that says, I want this, I want that, imposing upon this? It's kind of ridiculous, huh? And so we have all of these fears and all of these struggles and all of these hardships and all of this, oh my goodness, right? Between parents and in relationships and in jobs, and I mean the strife and the difficulty going on everywhere, because these are all saying, I want this, I want that, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and all of this nonsense when it's not ever in charge. It's just patterns, programs running, ideas running of keeping, like I was trying to keep my Margot Riddler box going, but it was nonsense, that box. I'm so happy it was taken to pieces. And this can do what it wanted. And those 3.5 years that I traveled around in these foreign countries, they were the most spectacular lives I ever had. My little Margot Riddler box could have never imagined such a thing possible. I had a gorgeous little house by a beach in a village way out in Panama. I was given a horse to work with. Empty beach, mile long. I could ride, I could walk, I could run. I was the only one there. I was traveling to places, you know, in one place I found like a monkey sanctuary. I was taken there and I had wild monkeys jump all over me and eat out of my hand, and had to get there by bus, and we could only leave at a certain time because they didn't have a road. You just could drive along the side of the beach and we had to wait because the waves were coming up, and you know, meeting Maya people when I was traveling in Mexico and Guatemala, and being invited to their homes and living with them and seeing how they operate in life, in do life. Margot could have never said, you know, how the secret, right, and so many of these manifesting books state, yeah, put out what you want and concentrate on it and you will get it. Well, if that doesn't want it, you won't get it. This is in charge. And that's why so many of these things don't work, because you can put out all this effort, but this, yeah, will not allow you to have it if it's not supposed to happen. So this structure can only know or put out according to what it knows, right? So in my case, it could not have imagined a life without money, without speaking a language, traveling around homelessly from place to place, right? Impossible to imagine. This only had this, you know, trying so hard to keep her little safe life going, when a miraculous, unimaginably pleasurable and enjoyable and adventuresome life was possible, or is possible, yeah. So I want to say it again: if things start to crumble, don't be scared. Let it crumble. This will take care. And this will know exactly what it wants, because remember, it's its body. This is not the owner of the body. It just thinks it is. It's an overlay. It kind of hijacks it and possesses it, you know, like a possessive ghost or something. It has no clue. It only runs on what it knows, what has been known, what it could possibly know, what it could possibly, from what it has experienced, and what it read, what it can put out. It has no clue what's possible. This knows what's possible, and it's beyond your wildest dream what this could ever come up with.